Hi everybody, Tommy here. It's about mid-July now. Got a couple cameras out. Just want to do a short video and talk to you about some of the cameras. I'm not a big gearhead camera guy, so I have one cell cam and I have 8 other regular SD card cameras. Most of them are pretty cheap. I don't have anything real expensive as far as trail cameras except for my cell cam. I would say that's the most I've ever spent on a trail camera. And those are getting pretty reasonable too. So these are all my SD card cameras except for one. One's actually out already. These are the old original Wild Game cameras these are the first cameras I ever had. And I still got them, they still work. What I'm getting at here is you don't need expensive cameras. I just want to show you guys that you can take regular cameras that are cheap. This is an Amazon camera, matter of fact. The Wild View, very inexpensive camera. I think it was like 25 bucks. I like these cameras because they're nice and small and you could tuck them up into places. But this is going to be a start of a video that I wanted to share with you guys. Well, those are my trail cameras. I thought I'd share it with you, my thoughts on and my ideas of hiding your trail cameras on public land. Here we go. Okay, over here. Here we go. Boom. Cut. Okay, you've seen my trail cameras, the brands that I use. Not very expensive brands. Those pictures in the intro were off those cameras. So as you can see, as long as you got enough of a picture to make out what type of buck it is and how big it is, I'm fine. I don't need, 42 megapixels or whatever, or, super quality video. All I needed is an inventory of what deer are there and what deer have survived. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's get to the 5 steps to hide your trail cameras on public land. Okay, number 1 is overlooked a lot, and that is the strap. This strap is a dead giveaway, especially on public land. People will find your trail camera. They see this before they actually see the camera. You can use paracord, camouflage paracord, which works. It can be hidden pretty well too. But the thing is with this is it weathers and the squirrels can chew on it and stuff. But what I use is this rubber coated wire, which you can get, a 50-foot roll of this stuff at pretty much any hardware store, okay? And you basically use this instead of the strap. And this stuff is real easy to work with. You could just go through the loops of the back of the camera like that, go around the tree, and then just twist it till it's tight. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2 is either buy a camera, purchase the types of cameras that have camouflage on them, some sort of camouflage. Like this one here, it looks like bark. This one's actually has camouflage pattern on it. Or you can paint the camera like I did on these here. I just took some spray paint and a sponge and camouflaged it. Okay, that's step 2. That does help. Step 3 is you want to hang your cameras really high, at least 8 to 10 feet. Yeah, you don't want to hang your cameras too low, then you get pictures of the deer looking at you like this. Either put them on a limb and have them pointing down to where you want to, over a scrape or a trail that you're watching, or you can buy one of these. It's a little bracket that fits on the back of the camera that you strap to the camera, and then you hang your camera with this. This gives you the angle. There's a little level on top that helps you level it. This is from a company called Good Sit Mobile. These are very inexpensive. They're like 10 bucks, I think. Yeah, these are great little tools to help you hang and hide your cameras on public land. I have a few of these. You know, nothing screws into the tree. This just holds it up against the tree and gives it that angle so you can get your pictures. All right, that's step number 3. Step number 4 is put your camera in a larger tree and get it up against the tree by using one of these, or like in a V of 2 branches. That way it eliminates that profile. People won't pick that camera up as easily. Now, step number 5 is a special one, is make a cover out of bark. So I made this cover out of bark, okay? And what I did is I just cut a hole about the same size as the camera. So the camera will be strapped to the tree and this cover will go over top just like that. You see? And what I did with this piece of bark, there's a hole on each end, so I could strap this cover onto the tree also with the camera strapped to the tree. That's my idea. I've had a lot of cameras stolen. I've had a lot of SD cards stolen. So I'm taking it up a notch this year. I've never used these. I've had these pieces of bark sitting in my garage for a couple years now, but we're going to put them to the test. Now that I showed you all the 5 steps that I'm going to use, I'll take you out to the field. I'll show you how I'm going to put these steps to use. We're going to hit the road and get these cameras out. Today is July 16th. It's time to put cameras out, definitely. Deer season starts now. Yeah, it does. No, it never ends. Okay, let's go. I'm out at one of my hunting locations, and I'm going to put my camera out just off this road, and there's a runway that goes through back to bedding. The reason why I know this is because I've scouted this area in the past, and I've actually shot deer back in here. But I'm basically going to put those 5 steps to play here, and how I show you how I set my cameras up, and I'm kind of talk to you about like the reason why I'm putting the camera where I am. We got a lot of rain, so if there's any fresh tracks, I saw some deer on the way here, so that's a good sign. 1 buck. I'm trying something new. I mixed up a vanilla extract and mix it with a little bit of water. It deters the mosquitoes, but I don't really think it's working. I just sprayed myself and still getting a little. So I might just put something else on. I don't know if this is really gonna work. All right, we're gonna try this stuff. 96% DEET. This might work better than vanilla. All right, here's the trail I'm looking for. I'm not far off the road, and here's the trail. It comes right through here and then goes out through that way towards bedding. Now there's crop fields the other way, and there's a creek bottom way down in there towards, I know there's some bedding down in there. I did shoot a deer back down in here a couple years ago. Oh, it splits too. Look at it. The trail goes that way too. So I'm thinking either this tree right here somewhere, like in that V like I was talking about, or like over in that tree there. That would catch this intersection really good from a good distance, and I could come from back there and check it. Let's take a look at this spot real quick and figure out where I want to put it. I'd like to put it right up there, pointing right down, or even up there. Don't know if I can reach that high or that high, but well, I might just try this tree first and then maybe go to that tree over there and in there somewhere by that little branch. Well, I think that blends in pretty good. I don't know if you could see where my camera is. Let's step back on this trail a little bit. There's the deer trail. Camera is right there. Wow, that blends right in. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. There's a little V in that tree. This is kind of what I'm talking about, the V. Kind of put it either in between. I was gonna put it on the, but this branch here is leaning towards the run here. So this will be an easy camera for me to access without spooking the deer that I'm hunting. You don't need to hunt over your cameras. I just need to get some pictures between now and October to see what deer are using the area. Because this will lead back to, like I said, a bedding area that I can come in from the other side or from further down the road and hunt this. And so this is them coming from the food back to bedding. This is pretty much what you do with these cameras, I think, what you should do. And it's up about at least 8 feet, and I concealed it. So it's got concealment, it's up high. There's no straps on it. I used the wire. I've got the bark cover on it, and I actually improvised and put a little bit more bark stuffed in on the sides. Like I said, I've never used the bark cover before. I've seen somebody else make things like that, and I'm gonna try it and see how it works. Hopefully it takes some pictures now. I might have to tear it apart because I don't know, I might have shut the button and hit the button off, which sucks, but we will check it and make sure it's working before I leave. That's one camera down. So that is one example of hiding your trail cameras on public land. That should help prevent your cameras from getting stolen. So get those trail cameras out there, get to scouting, because you can never do too much scouting, and may those factors line up for you with that big buck. As always, thanks for your support, thanks for watching. If you'd like to subscribe, right over here, and if you want to see another video, right over here. See ya.